Our special guest now, ladies and gentlemen, will be perhaps the happiest man in professional wrestling, at least at this moment, Bruno Sammartino. The question is, Bruno, whether or not you'll be the happy one, or will it be Larry Zbyszko after the steel cage match?
Well, right now I'm happy because after some frustrating times, after some a lot of work, I don't want to even get into it with all that because we already have, but it finally came true. My dream, my wish finally came true, and that, of course, is the cage. I can't tell you how ecstatic I am about that, to have been given this opportunity. This opportunity, as I've said before, there's Judas, this Frankenstein that I've created. I'm given the chance to correct this tremendous wrong that I've done, the wrong of bringing this Judas into the game that I've loved for so many years. Now, Vincent, as far as the match, Zbyszko can say anything that he wants, but you have to be in that cage time and again to understand it and to know how to use everything properly. And when I've been in as more cage matches than anybody in the history of professional wrestling, he thinks that it's a disadvantage, as he's put it, because my body's been battered from it. Sure, I've had my bruises. My body has been battered from it. But I've trained hard. My body does. Anybody's body will recuperate, and mine has from each battle. But the important thing is I've learned, and I've learned well, everything about the cage, and I will use it to perfection. And all I got to say is I have my dream come true because the reign of Larry Zbyszko will end at Shea Stadium in a cage.
Right now, our guest is Larry Zbyszko, Mr. Controversy himself. And Larry Zbyszko, who could end all the controversy in the steel cage match, this undoubtedly the most grueling wrestling match there is. This is it. When you strike that steel, it's going to rip, it's going to tear, it can break bones, it can be the end of either you or Sammartino.
Well, it's going to be the end of Bruno. I'm going to repeat myself again because, you know, I have to get it through people's heads. I have to get it through yours, the promoters, Bruno's, and the fans. Bruno Sammartino, there's no way he can win. The man is held together by pins and wires. He's been hurt so many times, I don't even know how he can get up in bed in the morning. I was there in the hospital years ago when he broke his neck. I was there when he crawled out of bed and had to sit in a whirlpool for an hour before he could even walk out the front door. I was there through all this, people, and I'm telling you, if Bruno can manage to walk into the cage, there ain't no way the man's walking out. I'm going to run circles around him. I am not even 30 years old yet. I am not even in my prime. I have got speed. I have got endurance. I have got strength. I don't have pins. I never broke my neck, Bruno, or my back. You're fighting a machine that is new, and you're going to lose.
Several weeks away now, Larry Zbyszko. The date growing closer and closer and closer.
Yeah. You know, a while back, Bruno connived with the promoters and the commission. And he sat down at a table and he signed a contract, and he was overjoyed about it. And I said to myself, Bruno has got to be going crazy. The years and years of punishment and blows to the head and the body have taken their toll. Bruno does not realize, and I don't think he'll ever realize, that when he signed the contract, it was a death wish. Bruno, I'm going to tell you for the last time that when you look at me hard and look at me long and tell yourself and really, really believe it, Bruno, that you are looking in a mirror. For Pete's sake, wake up. This is 1980. This isn't 1960 anymore. This is not before the broken elbows and the broken neck and the broken back. This is not before all the scars and the stitches. This is not before losing most of your hearing over the years through the cauliflower. This is 1980, Bruno. This is after the operation on the knees. This is after the wires and the bolts. This is after it all. You're not like me anymore. You're washed up. How plain do I have to say it? You're washed up and you're through. Now face the fact that this is the winner of your career. And before you go out there and finish your death wish and complete your death warrant, Bruno.
in the past how bitter I am over this Judas. But I'll tell you something, I'm damn bitter now. I'm damn bitter. This Judas keeps coming on here and keeps saying how washed up I am, that I've had it, that I'm a has-been, that I should get out. I don't even have the sense to know that I'm washed up. Well, by God, I'm going to tell you something, Judas. If you're man enough to beat me, Shea Stadium, if you're man enough to beat me in that cage, I will retire. And I will tell that in front of millions of all of you that are watching. Should this Judas beat me, I will quit wrestling. That will be my retirement. I will get out for good, never to be seen again. But by God, it's not going to happen, Zbyszko, because you are the one that's going to retire. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I created you, and I will destroy you. And it's going to be in Shea Stadium that I'm going to end your miserable life, your miserable career. You doggone it, damn Judas, you saying that I'm washed up. Well, damn it, I'm going to show you who's washed up.
Bruno Sammartino meets Larry Zbyszko in the steel cage no-holds-barred event.
Oak tree, because remember, that will be his first time that he will go down in defeat, and I guarantee you that prophecy will come true.
There's no doubt that Hulk Hogan, should you defeat Andre the Giant, you will be literally and figuratively the biggest man in professional wrestling.
Without a doubt, Vince McMahon, I already am the biggest man in professional wrestling today. Andre the Giant is a freak of nature. I am the only true athlete. I will remain undefeated in Andre the Giant. It was only a matter of time before the newspapers, the public, the whole world brought you out of your hiding place, and now you're going to face me one-on-one. Breaking bones, scarring faces, and remaining undefeated is my goal.
Hulk's hammer.
Thank you very much. Fred Blassie along with Hulk Hogan, obviously looking forward to the test with Andre the Giant. If we may now, let's direct our attention to the one and only Bruno Sammartino. And Bruno, the date not all that far away, actually, and I'm sure you'll be counting the days down.
Well, you're not kidding, Vince, and I'll tell you, unfortunately, even though the days are not that far away, but it seems to me like it's a long, too far away, because I am so anxious. I'll tell you. Somebody was asking me, I was talking with Dominic earlier because we were taking a workout, we were working out, and he said to me, he says, you know, you're training as if like it's the last week of training, because he says, you know, in other words, he thought I was working out much too hard. This is the way that I can occupy myself to let the time go by. It's by just keep training, keep thinking Zbyszko. And the more I lift, the more I run, the more I skip rope, the better I feel, and it makes the time go a little bit quicker, and it makes me more ready mentally and physically. Because I'm going to tell you something, Vince. You know, Zbyszko's been mouthing off about Bruno Sammartino not realizing that fall is gone and winter is here, the winter of my career. Well, I hope that I'm not such an idiot not to know when the time has come to retire. But Larry, let me tell you something. You will never be the man to retire Bruno Sammartino. Never. And I'm going to show you how heavy this winter can be on you. It's going to be so heavy that you're not even going to see ever the sight of spring again.
Bruno Sammartino with his comments concerning the upcoming steel cage match headlining the Wrestling Spectacular in Shea Stadium. Hey, let's bring on Larry Zbyszko, who, as he stated last week, is undoubtedly also looking forward to the supreme test.
It's the supreme proof. I can't come out here and argue with Bruno because I have the understanding that Bruno Sammartino is not going to quit. He's not going to quit lying. He is going to continue to deceive. And he comes out and tells the fans, him and Dominic were talking. Nobody cares about what you and Dominic have to say, Bruno. Just Dominic is another one of the stooges that's not going to be able to help you inside the steel cage, along with, you know, Arnold Skaaland, and along with all the rest of your buddies, and along with the referees. You understand that there's not going to be anybody in that cage but you. You, Bruno, against me. And I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not going to give up either. I am a lot faster than you are, and I am just as strong as you are, and I know everything about you because you taught me. And I'm warning you, I'm going right for where it hurts, Bruno. Right for where it hurts. This is your death warrant. It's the winter of your career, Bruno. It's over.